All right, the Reds, it is Talking Reds match day. Manchester United v Liverpool tonight, Thursday night football. Let's hope we don't have to get too used to that. There is, of course, still a chance that Liverpool can get top four, helped, aided and abetted by Arsenal's shock win at Chelsea. I didn't see that one coming, I've got to be honest with you. I didn't watch it. Because I just thought it's going to piss me off, so I'm not going to watch it. And I thought I'll just tune it. I'll just look much later on. I'll jib the footy. I'll look later on, see where we're at. And then I looked and I was like,
mate, I was exactly the same. I said I'm not going to watch it, and then I saw the score at half time, and like, right, I might give it to 50. I was like, right, I might give it to 55. Got to 55 and was like, I have to watch this. I don't know why I put myself through it. It was agonising to watch. Chelsea hit the post, hit the bar like right at the end twice in 10 seconds, and you're like properly behind the sofa watching it. But I mean, I said on the weekend or on Friday that I was going to watch Liverpool's games from now on without any of the context of top four, worrying about all of this. Just watch it, enjoy it, and I'm an absolute fucking liar and a gobshite, Gareth, because I have not done that since with the way results have gone. I feel re-energised by everything that's gone on over the past few days. I'm excited for a Liverpool United game that means something, because that Sunday, it was the day after Circus, the test pilot event, and I didn't give a flying fuck what happened in that game. But now it's like, you know, it's been rescheduled, and yeah, I think there's a little chance Liverpool might just sneak in the back door.
They've dragged us back in once more. I mean, I do see people saying, and I think it's fair enough, and it's kind of, I'm sort of caught between two stools on it, in that on the one hand, I get that there's an opportunity now, and you can do the maths, and you can make a case and all that kind of stuff. But equally, when I see people that, you know, I know, like, and respect saying things like, what gives you the confidence that they're going to win 4 in a row when they haven't been winning 4 in a row? And I'm like, yeah. And it's like, and look, I don't want to be like, you know, all negative or anything like that. We're all in a good mood. We're all looking forward to seeing the game tonight. But, you know, looking at the team news for tonight, Maguire out for them, I think is big. I think we all take the piss out of Slabhead for obvious reasons, not least.
It's Slabhead.
It's Slabhead, basically, yeah. And that he got roasted. I still just always think about him getting absolutely roasted by Mo. It just stuck in my head for life when I think of that fella. But equally, when you do talk to United fans, they'll say to you, well, you know, not even our fans are like, give him a bit of a ripping. But equally, you know, as soon as you're watching Lindelof or something on the regular, you're like, we miss him. Yeah. So they're going to miss him, which is good for us, obviously. But at the other end of the pitch, you know, in terms of our defence, yet again, we are still without 1,000,001 centre-half. So Kabak's definitely out. We're also going to be missing, not centre-half-wise, just in general, Milner, Keita and Ben Davies, another centre-half, sorry, yeah. Loads of centre-halves missing. And basically, it sounded like to me in that press conference Klopp did yesterday that it will be Nat Phillips and Reece Williams. I know Neil in his newsletter was making the case for Fabinho back into defence, and then, you know, with the argument being, obviously, we can set up in a way where we could go at them, we could do 4-2-3-1, whatever you want. But Klopp said Reece Williams is in a good moment. And I think we've heard enough from the man over the years to know when he starts talking about people in good moments, they tend to play.
Yeah, that makes me nervous, to be honest.
20-year-old lad.
I'm scarred from the FA Cup game, because he was tortured a little bit at times in that game. He makes a couple of mistakes, and
so did Fabinho, to be fair.
No, he did.
On their winner.
No, I know. But, you know, I'd feel much... I think we're all in a different place with Nat Phillips now in terms of the... You know, we know what we're going to get, and we have a bit of trust in him. Yeah, we have a bit of trust in him. So, yeah, that does make me nervous. I mean, there's one of two ways you can look at it. There's looking at it that way, or there's thinking about it in the way that, well, that gets Fabinho into midfield, and suddenly that gives us a different dynamic in which we've sort of missed out on for the majority of this year. I know he said Milner was out, and I thought he might look at Milner for this game, just because of how he played in the game at Old Trafford in the FA Cup as well. It'd be interesting to see what he does up front, because, you know, he's got all 4 there that he could possibly go for if he wanted to go something a bit mad. I think Solskjaer would be happy with a draw. I think United, you'll see United sort of sit back and
the usual.
Essentially the usual, because they've got nothing to play for here. And I think a draw to Solskjaer, he's quite happy because he hasn't been beaten by Liverpool. And I think we've talked about how Solskjaer were in his head, and that he has this thing with Liverpool where he worries about it, and we've seen how he's set up against Liverpool, even at times where you'd think would be the time to go at us and get at us. He hasn't. So I just think, I was about to say the term we're owed one there, and you're not owed anything in football, are you? Like we haven't got results there over the past sort of 7-8 years because of our performances, because of the way we've set up, and at times we've looked a bit timid, but now's the night we have to get that, because I've heard a couple of people say that a draw in this game and then maybe 3 wins from the last 3, and I just don't see that being enough.
It'd be great for everyone to get a win. I know it's still without fans and all the rest of it, but I just think it still matters. It's still massive. They as in their fans, they as in the people in and around Manchester United will want to win it, even if Solskjaer doesn't. I think it was really telling what happened the other night, and it did not surprise you one little bit. I've seen all the fume about the 10 changes and about that unrecognisable Man United team that he put out. I was not surprised one little bit. I just think on loads of different levels, I knew Solskjaer was going to do it. From the pettiness of him, which I think he's got in him. You've seen before, he does not like Liverpool. And he's got this really sort of fuck Liverpool, in the way Ferguson had at times as well. Probably got it from him a little bit. So I thought, he sat there and thought, right, they will put a strong side out against Leicester, beat Leicester, and basically assist Liverpool in their quest to get into the Champions League, and then face the prospect also of getting beat by Liverpool on Thursday and Man City winning the title the same night, like a double blow for their supporters. Or do a wave a bit of a white flag on Tuesday, City win the title then, and then we go strong against Liverpool, we can maybe beat Liverpool, and that'll, it pleases their fans. But then also, of course, you got the Europa League final. They've definitely got second anyway. And to be fair, to be fair about Man United is hard at times, but to be fair to them as well, 3 games in 5 days is fucking ridiculous.
I'd have done the same. I think Klopp
We've
said...
done the same.
Yeah, I think Klopp said...
When we were in the UEFA final against Seville.
We did, that's right, yeah. Fulham stayed up, didn't they? There was a team that played us and they stayed up off the back of it.
There was the one with Sheffield United going down, and Warnock absolutely fuming about Liverpool's side then on the Rafa. So we've done it before. So for me, it's a little bit hypocritical if you're going too mad about that.
I think Klopp mentioned that it was criminal they had so many games, and obviously look, they've had to shoehorn it in here. I saw a few Liverpool fans sort of complain that it's us that loses out from the rescheduling of this game, but like I said earlier, I just feel I have this new, just a bit more of a excitement around all of this over the past the next few games, because I'd resigned myself to the fact that the season's done. A lot of people were saying it get to August and we start again, we go again. I think that there is this glimmer of hope. I think there's a story to be told in terms of Klopp to his players that you can basically we can start next season and just put all of this to bed, put the past 12 months of shite that we've had to deal with, and just start again, a reset if we can qualify for the Champions League. It's motivation enough to beat Man United first of all, and that should be hopefully the beginning of a huge 4 games for Liverpool. And I think the fact that it's even been rescheduled here, having beat Southampton, if we can beat United here, well, those games come thick and fast, I think actually is a positive for Liverpool, and that we've seen what rhythm and this team can do with rhythm. It's just they haven't been able to find it. Each time we've said, right, this is a starting point for the momentum, they haven't been able to take the next step, and it's all just sort of fallen. Just somehow we've been lucky enough to find ourselves in a place where those around us aren't consistent either. And Leicester will be doubting themselves, because last season exactly the same thing happened to them. They fell away, they missed out right at the end. There's a bit with Chelsea there where they've got an FA Cup to think about, same with Leicester. They've got a European Cup to think about, their mind will be in different places. Liverpool just have this one thing to concentrate on. It starts with beating United tonight, and then we go from there.
Well, what Liverpool could and should do, what's happened to Liverpool, the madness of this season, bit on next season, all of that was covered in an exclusive interview with Jurgen Klopp. Neil Atkinson sat down with him, had a big chat with him, put some tough questions to him, and the big man delivered as ever.
What a fella, by the way.
It looks lovely as well, this interview. It's really good. It is over Zoom, but it's sort of, you know, we've got the footage from Klopp's end and our end, and it's all sewn together, and it looks boss. It looks great. It's a reason to watch the video side of what we put out. It is also there as a podcast as well. So yeah, we thought we'd show you a little clip of it, and then if you enjoy the clip, which I'm sure you will, because I mean, who doesn't like Jurgen Klopp, you can watch the full interview on the Anfield Wrap by subscribing. But here is the clip.
When you look at this, is that difficult when you've got to then say goodbye to these players? Because to me, it's very, very sad we haven't got to say goodbye to Adam or to Dejan properly as supporters in the grounds. You know, after everything they did for the club, we never got to do that. That's going to happen again, possibly for one or two players in terms of final. There'll be 10,000 in, so that's good, but it's not 50,000, and it's not an open top bus, and we know that we're not going to get to do that now. Is it hard to plan to say goodbye to these people who you've come on this journey with for this much of your life?
Yeah, it is, but of course you get used to it as well, because over the years I had to say goodbye to a lot of players, and most of them I'm still in contact with. So Adam Lallana's birthday was yesterday, and we exchanged. I of course wished him well, and so then you get a nice message back, and these things are always possible. So life goes on. It's not nice, but change is as well a part of life. So I want to always if you would have asked me 2012 at Dortmund, do you want to keep that team together? I would have said yes for 10 years, please. And I guarantee you this and that and that. But it was a great age group, about, I don't know, 22 in average. So there was a lot of things were possible, but what was not possible. And it would not have been right on top of that. So I really think it must hurt when a person leaves, because then the time before was really, really worth it or valuable. And that's exactly how I think. I hate saying goodbye, but when it hurts, I know it was for something good. So, and that was the case in the last years, and will be the case this year when it happens.
So just dead quick then, we're going to beat United Thursday, and we're going to get top 4, aren't we?
That's the plan. Absolutely, absolutely.